people got culture, right?
White people have culture.
We're all technically white. If you're from England, if you're from Australia, if you're from wherever, South Africa, we all have these crazy places we come from, and these people.
White people don't have a culture, but you talked about settler colonial states like South Africa and Australia. Unpopular opinion on this one, but we're gonna let them finish.
Australia, if you're from wherever, South Africa, we all have these crazy places we come from, and these people are around, and we get those ideas from those people. But that doesn't mean us as a whole have no culture.
But as a white person, it's not really a culture. You can have culture, like I'm hella Irish, obviously, and that's a culture. But just being white is not it's not a culture. I can't relate to you just because you're white.
I think you could say that for any ethnicity, though. If we were all black, could I relate to you guys if just because of the color of our skin?
Yes, because they go through very similar experiences, like they'll get discriminated against, and you're not getting discriminated against because of your skin color. They can both relate to that.
There is a lot to unpackage in this video, and where do you think we should start? First, let's point out there's distinctions between race, ethnicity, and nationality, and when it comes to answering this question, whether white people have culture or not, it's important to correct this distinction. Number two, and this is where I start sprinkling in some unpopular opinions. When we're talking about the national identity of the Europeans in Australia and South Africa, we have to acknowledge the culture that made it possible for them to be settler colonizers in those states. And that culture, I would say, is white supremacy. Number three, it's important to recognize in this white supremacist analysis about culture, it is also important to acknowledge that individuals are able to opt in or opt out notions of culture, just like Candace Owens and Kanye West do every other week. Number four, the definition of culture is defined as the arts of other manifestations of human intellectual achievement, but the second definition is the one we're going to be focusing on in this video. The customs, arts, social institutions, and achievements of a particular nation, people, or other social groups. Number five, we're going live now, huh? Based off of the definition of culture, you see how I'm making the claim that white supremacy is a culture. Are there customs of white supremacy? Yes. Are there arts involved in white supremacy? Yes. Do we have social institutions in white supremacy? Yes. Are there achievements of particular groups of nation of people that we're always forced to understand within the curriculum? Yes. Five more examples of white supremacy being a culture. It has customs, laws, dress, architectural styles, social standards, and traditions that we are all supposed to either conform to or lay down to. We gonna end this one about white culture with this little TikTok video I found for my account on 2020. Education is elevation. Prepare to laugh.
I'm so sick of people complaining about cultural appropriation. I mean, you don't hear white people complaining about other people groups taking parts of our culture and adopting it as their own. Can you imagine if we threw a fit every time someone from another culture did something from white culture, like used an iPhone or drank Starbucks or spoke in a nasally voice or drove a pickup truck or sang country music or square danced? Think of all the suffering involved in when did we suffer?